Let's start with a star who's collected a remarkable list of credits over the past few years for his work in theatre, radio, television and films. His appearances range from radio satire and weekending to The Roddy Barker Show, Porridge and Blankety Blank. He's currently playing Buttons in Cinderella, the highly praised panto at Newcastle's Theatre Royal. He is Mr. David Jason, who has leaped round from the Theatre Royal tonight. Welcome, yes. David.
Thank you.
How's the panto going?
Marvellously. Marvellously. So marvellously, I nearly lost my voice. I can hardly speak now. God, dear, oh dear. I don't know what they do to bring up the children in this part of the world, but they don't half give me a hard time. They're so loud. They're so involved. As you can hear, in order to try and top them, I'm losing my voice. But that's what pantomime is about. They are enjoying it so much. It's a marvellous experience.
Mentioning losing your voice, I believe you've had trouble with the trousers as well,
Yes, I've been losing those as well, but that's not on stage. No, what has been happening is that there was a rather unpleasant newspaper report about our costumes, which was totally untrue. It wasn't that at all. There wasn't anything wrong with our costumes at all. But what has been happening is it's my fault that I am so very violent with my costume. But what happens, I have to do a piece of business, which I won't do now. But I was supposed to put these brushes down the front of my trousers, you see, because I can't stand up, because I've got these terrible legs, because, whatever, I won't give the plot away, so I won't. But what happens, if you've got brooms down the front of your trousers, now that's got to be a laugh for a start. I mean, I deny anybody to try and walk across the room, fall over, get up, with stiff legs and not rip the out of your trousers. And this has been my problem, that they cannot make trousers strong enough for the stupid things that I do.
We'll have to get a northeaster to make them, you know.
That's right. Yeah.
I mentioned there in the intro the various credits in television programmes. Now, what I haven't mentioned so far is marvellous, sharp intake of breath, which is a classic series, very popular thing. Oh, does that come back?
Yes, it is coming back. I think it starts on the 4th of January, but we're doing a sort of mini-series. Unfortunately, we had a rather unfortunate and very, very unhappy experience for me. The writer died during the process of writing them, so we mapped out 6 episodes, but he only wrote 3. And so we recorded the 3 and didn't want anybody else to interfere with his work. So in fact, we've got an unusual experience that we have 3 shows. It's either you call it either a mini series or you call it 3 specials. But I hope we'll all watch it and have a good laugh.
Well, I'm sure it was a marvellous series.
Well,
and one marvellous series that you did a few years ago that I adored and was compulsive viewing for me, quite honestly, was The Top Secret Life of Edgar Briggs. Now, I've been waiting for that to come back. It never has.
Just do it, Buxton. I mean, just do it. Sit there, Buxton. What are you doing, Spencer? Just do it. Yeah, that's my sense of humour. I loved Briggs because he was a loony. He was a traditional loony in the old film, traditional silent film comics or actors, that he did everything. He always did everything wrong. Things happened to him, but he would always pretend it hadn't happened. He'd pour the drink down himself and go, hello, why is this glass leaking? This glass is leaking, Button. You give me a leaky glass again. It's got a hole in the top.
But he always won in the end.
He always won in the end.
You had a very diversified career, if that's a polite expression.
Yes.
You've been popping up on quiz shows, on Blankety Blank,
yeah.
A quiz show on ITV. Is this something obviously you enjoy doing? Is it something you see developing further?
No, I don't think so. As much as I enjoy doing it, I think there is a problem that is beginning to develop. That, you see, I'm really an actor. I started life as an actor, as a professional actor. I mean, I didn't start life as an actor, I started life as a baby. I think most people do. I don't know. Maybe you didn't. Sometimes I didn't.
I was 3 years old.
Oh, were you? Yes, I know, when you were born.
I haven't improved, are they?
Exactly. His mother was so ugly that when he was born, the doctor got hold of him and slapped his mother. I know. No, the thing is that people think I'm a comedian, and I'm not. I'm a comedy actor. So the more times you appear on these super shows like Blankety Blank and Give Us a Clue and things like that, which I really do enjoy because they're marvellous. Terry Wogan is wonderful. But I think what happens is people are beginning to expect more and more of me, and they treat me as a comic. And actually, I'm not. I'm just an actor. And I enjoy doing it, and I mess about. And I think that if I was to do too many, I think that people might get tired of me.
And people do expect it to be funny every time you go to a
party. Yes, that's right.
Really
and I'm not, as I say, I'm not a comic. I'm just an actor who's enjoying myself. But No, I think that maybe the people, the general public, the all out there folks, might get a bit tired, and I think that maybe it's a danger. Maybe you shouldn't.
Well, I don't think so. David Jason, thanks for coming in. It's been a pleasure. We last met, 2 or 3 years ago on The Impressionists.
That's right.
Because he's an impressionist as well, folks.
That's right.
Good luck with the panto, David.
Bless you.
And thanks for coming in again, mate.
My pleasure.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.